10. First-time cruise mistakes. You'll regret. Picture this. You've finally stepped onto that magnificent ship, the one you've been dreaming about for months. The salty air hits your face, the sun is glinting off the ocean, and your phone in hand, ready to snap that perfect sail-away selfie, only to realize your passport is still lounging on the hotel nightstand, miles away. Just like that, one tiny oversight just torpedoed your dream vacation, potentially costing you a last-minute, exorbitant flight to the next port, if you're lucky enough to even catch up. Talk about a gut punch, right? In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 10 most common blunders first-time cruisers make, the ones they truly regret, so you can avoid those rookie pitfalls and step on board like a seasoned pro who's done this 100 times. We're talking smooth sailing from start to finish. No stress, just pure vacation bliss. Alright, let's be real. Those inside cabins? They look like an absolute steal when you're scrolling through prices, don't they? And sure, they're perfectly fine if you just need a place to crash. But imagine waking up, pulling back the curtains, and staring at a wall. Or worse, no window at all. That's the reality for many who skip the balcony. A balcony isn't just some fancy add-on. It's a game changer. It's your private slice of paradise. A little outdoor living room where you can enjoy breakfast without battling the buffet lines, or sip your morning coffee in peace as the ocean glides by. Think about it. A front row seat for breathtaking glaciers, ancient European castles, or a vibrant Caribbean sunset, all from the comfort and privacy of your own space. Plus, it's the fastest, most convenient way to air dry that third rinse of swimwear without turning your cabin into a humid jungle. Travel agents often spill the tea, quietly admitting that balcony upgrades, especially when they're on sale, can sometimes cost less per day than a single specialty restaurant surcharge. If the price difference hovers under $20 a day, seriously, just book it. You'll easily blow that much on lattes or overpriced cocktails just trying to find a quiet, uncrowded spot elsewhere on the ship. The fresh air and natural light alone are worth every penny, transforming your cabin from a dark sleeping box into a serene sanctuary. We all love a bargain, right? A 7-night cruise for $299 sounds absolutely heroic, a triumph of frugal travel. But hold your horses before you click confirm. That rock-bottom price often hides a multitude of potential headaches. Maybe it's the Caribbean in the absolute peak of hurricane season, turning your tranquil voyage into a weather roulette. Or perhaps the ship departs from a port 2 states away from you, requiring expensive flights and an overnight hotel stay before you even set foot on the gangway. Suddenly, when you factor in those flights, the pre-cruise hotel, airport transfers, and the very real risk of rerouted ports or bumpy seas, your initial bargain has just tripled or even quadrupled in cost and stress. A truly smart cruiser always prices the full package. That means considering flights, a hotel the night before departure, a non-negotiable for peace of mind, trust me, mandatory gratuities, Wi-Fi packages, and drink costs. You might find that a fare that's $50 or $100 higher up front actually includes drinks, tips, a Wi-Fi package, and maybe even some onboard credit. In the end, that slightly pricier option could actually save you $300 or more, while offering a significantly smoother and more enjoyable experience. Don't just look at the sticker price. Dig a little deeper to find the true value. Picture this. You arrive at the cruise terminal buzzing with excitement, only to find a serpentine queue snaking around the building, full of tired, grumpy people. That's the reality for folks who skip online check-in. It's an easily avoidable headache. Online check-in is your express pass to vacation mode. It trims that agonizing wait down to the length of a TikTok video, allowing you to bypass the masses and glide straight onto the ship. The moment the cruise line's app opens for check-in, which is usually around 90 days out, jump on it. Upload your passport details, snap your security photo, fill out any health questionnaires, and get all your ducks in a row digitally. Once that's done, print your boarding pass at home, tuck it securely into your passport wallet, and then, my friend, you can waltz past the lobby chaos, flash your pre-checked documents, and practically skip straight to the embarkation gangway. It's not just about saving time, it's about starting your vacation feeling relaxed and in control, not stressed and stuck in line. This simple step sets the tone for your entire trip, making sure your first moments on board are filled with anticipation, not frustration. First-time cruisers often pack like they're fleeing the country for good, or perhaps preparing for a year-long expedition to the Arctic. The result? Hauling 2 massive suitcases, each weighing 45 pounds, through bustling airports, paying exorbitant airline fees for luggage you'll barely touch, and then struggling to navigate narrow cabin hallways. It's an unnecessary burden, both physically and financially. Here's the secret. Cruise ships have self-serve laundry rooms, often surprisingly affordable, and pressing services. A mid-cruise wash and dry cycle will typically set you back about $4 to $6, a tiny fraction of what an extra bag costs on the airline. So, what's the smart packing strategy? Think mix and match neutrals. Pack versatile pieces that can be dressed up or down. 2 swimsuits are usually plenty. 1 to wear, 1 to dry. 1 truly dressy outfit for formal night if you even plan to participate. And then, call it done. Leave the heavy hairdryer at home. Every cabin comes equipped with one. Seriously, less is more when it comes to cruising. You'll thank yourself when you're breezing through the airport, avoiding checked bag fees, and easily fitting everything into your cabin storage. Plus, imagine the extra room for souvenirs. You know that paper newsletter they leave on your bed every evening? The one that sometimes gets mistaken for junk mail or just another piece of promotional material? Well, my friend, that little folded sheet of paper is your golden ticket to unlocking the best of your cruise. It's not just a schedule, it's a treasure map. This daily planner, often called the Fun Times or Currents, lists all the incredible, often free activities that you won't necessarily find prominently displayed on the ship's app's home screen. We're talking free mimosa tastings, fascinating behind-the-scenes galley tours, hilarious game shows, dance classes, or even a magical sunset movie screening out on the deck under the stars. Miss Day One's planner, and you'll likely hear about that legendary chocolate buffet, or the exclusive craft beer tasting from your new friends who wisely booked it yesterday. Don't be that person. A pro move? As soon as you get it, snap a photo of each page with your phone. That way you can scroll through it and plan your next day's adventures even when you're out of Wi-Fi range or just relaxing by the pool. It's your personalized guide to maximizing every moment on board and ensuring you don't miss out on those unique, memorable experiences. This is perhaps the most critical mistake on the list, and it comes with the most severe consequences. Ship time waits for absolutely no one. Period. When that gangway goes up, it goes up, whether you're on it or not. If you've booked your shore excursions directly through the cruise line, you're generally safe. The ship will wait for its own tours to return. But if you've opted for independent tours, which can often be cheaper or offer more unique experiences, you are entirely on your own. You must budget a generous 1-hour buffer on port days. Seriously, aim to be back at the ship at least an hour before the stated all-aboard time. And here's a crucial tip. Set 2 alarms. One for local time in the port you're visiting, and another for ship time, which might be different and won't change even if the local time does. If you're late, the next stop on your itinerary isn't the ship's next port. It's catching the ship at your own expense, which often means a same-day, last-minute international flight that can easily run you over $1,000, plus the cost of a hotel and the immense stress of navigating foreign transportation systems. Trust me, the momentary relief of squeezing in an extra souvenir shop isn't worth the sheer panic of seeing your ship sail away without you. Walking back to the ship with a comfortable 30 minutes to spare beats sprinting down the pier while hundreds of passengers cheer your shame, or worse, just stare in pity. Many first-time cruisers operate under the illusion that the cruise fare is all-inclusive. While it covers your room, most of your meals, though often not specialty restaurants, basic entertainment, and access to the main pools, it absolutely does not cover everything. That $12 gourmet milkshake, the blissful spa day, the $10 a day Wi-Fi for each device, specialty coffees, or those delicious craft cocktails, those are all extra. and they add up fast. Gratuities alone, which are typically charged automatically to your onboard account, average around $14 to $18 per person per night. A casual $100 bar tab can appear faster than you can say craft cocktail. Don't let these surprise charges deflate your vacation budget. The smart play? Stash about $200 in small bills for tips to luggage handlers, tour guides in port, and for haggling at local port markets. Then, load the rest of your planned spending money onto a prepaid travel card or set a strict limit on your onboard account. When that card's empty, or you hit your self-imposed limit, you know it's time to switch to the free iced tea, the complimentary soft drinks, or the tap water. Being mindful of these potential costs from the outset ensures you can enjoy every indulgence without that sinking feeling when the final bill arrives. This isn't a fun topic, but it's a vital one. Travel insurance might seem like an unnecessary expense, but when things go sideways at sea, it becomes priceless. Medical evacuations from a cruise ship, especially by helicopter, start at a staggering $50,000 and can quickly climb into the hundreds of thousands. Imagine twisting an ankle in Cozumel or getting a sudden appendicitis attack. You're not just getting a ride to the nearest hospital, you're potentially being med-flighted to Miami or a major medical center, and that bill will be entirely yours if you're uninsured. Comprehensive travel insurance, which covers trip interruption, medical emergencies, and emergency evacuation, typically runs about 4 to 10% of your total trip cost. That's often cheaper than the fancy drink package you were eyeing. Here's a pro tip. Buy your travel insurance within 2 weeks of making your initial cruise deposit. Doing so often waives pre-existing conditions clauses, offering you broader coverage. Once you've purchased it, print out your policy number and the emergency contact information and stick it right next to your passport. The ship's purser isn't going to Google your policy for you in an emergency. You need that information readily accessible for your own peace of mind and protection. You're out on the open water, a gentle breeze is blowing, and you might not even feel the sun's intensity. But here's the harsh truth. Water reflects UV rays like a giant tanning mirror, amplifying their power. 3 hours basking on the deck of a cruise ship can fry you faster and more severely than an entire full day spent on land. Don't fall into the trap of thinking a cloudy day means you're safe. Those Caribbean clouds are often just diffusing the UV, not blocking it. You need to reapply SPF 30 or higher every 90 minutes, especially after swimming or sweating. And don't forget those often missed spots like the tops of your feet, your ears, and your scalp. Pack a generous tube of aloe vera gel in your carry-on luggage. Why? Because the tiny travel-sized tubes sold in the ship's gift shop will set you back $18 or more. A severe sunburn on day 2 doesn't just look bad. It can turn the rest of your cruise into an expensive and painful game of finding the one sliver of shade on the entire ship, making you miserable and potentially ruining your vacation. Protect your skin. Your future self will thank you. This is your last line of defense against unexpected charges, and it's a mistake too many people make. Onboard billing systems, while generally efficient, aren't infallible. Charges can mysteriously appear for drinks you never ordered, double gratuities might show up, or you could be billed for a minibar you never even touched. The night before disembarkation, pull up your account on the ship's app or via your cabin TV. Scrutinize every single line item. If you spot any discrepancies or charges that look off, head directly to guest services before midnight on the final night. Once you swipe that card at the gangway and officially disembark, correcting any errors becomes a snail mail nightmare, involving endless phone calls, emails, and a lot of frustration. I've personally caught $100 duplicate charges 3 cruises in a row. 5 minutes of careful math and a quick chat with guest services saved me the cost of another cruise deposit. Don't let your vacation end with a financial headache. A quick review can save you a significant chunk of change. If you're picking up some seriously valuable tips here, do me a huge favor and tap that like button. It's totally free for you, but it tells the algorithm this video is helpful, and that means more future cruisers can find it and avoid these same blunders. Consider it good cruise karma. So, there you have it. 10 rookie moves that can turn your dream cruise into a nightmare. But by avoiding these common pitfalls, you're not just dodging trouble, You're actively choosing to swap frustration for blissful hammock time, overage fees for extra fun money, and terminal stress for celebratory sail-away champagne. You'll be navigating the seas like a pro, making memories, not mistakes. Got questions? Or maybe you've got your own horror story from a first-time cruise. Don't keep it to yourself. Drop them below in the comments. I genuinely answer every single comment, and I read every tale of woe. And if you want more no-fluff cruise hacks, insider tips, and honest advice to make every voyage your best one yet, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you at the muster station.